everyone and welcome back. Today I'm filming my June favourites. It's a little bit overdue. I tried to film it last week and I was just so tired I couldn't do it, and then I tried about 3 times yesterday and everyone kept interrupting me. So I'm sitting down, I'm doing it right now, and I am not leaving this lounge until the video is filmed. So there's a lot of new things this month. There's a few things I haven't been particularly impressed with either. So if you guys are really interested in seeing the things I love and the things I didn't love, then let's just jump straight into it. So I'm going to start off with the things I didn't like first, just because there's only a couple, and then I will move on to the things I did like. So first thing is, my car is officially dead. I'm not saying any more about it. I am sick of talking about it, but my car is dead. It's gone. Well, it's not gone, it's still at our house, but I'm not driving it anymore. No one else is driving it anymore, and the next time that it leaves this house is when I either give it to someone who wants to buy it, trade it in, or whatever. So my car is officially gone. It turns on and it moves, but it's not fixable. I didn't crash it. It's just the age of the car and the fact that it has not been looked after by the previous owner. So I'm paying the price for it now, but what can I do? And now I actually have some beauty products that I didn't like. And this is probably the biggest disappointment out of all of them, and this is the Dove Intensive Repair Conditioner. Now, I love the Dove conditioner. Instead of it being blue, I think it's like yellow and gold. I believe it's the oil care one. I haven't used it in well over a year, so it might have changed my opinion, but it was one of my all-time favorites. So when I saw that the intensive repair one was on sale, I thought, well, I like the oil care one, so, and this one says intense repair, I thought it couldn't hurt. And this is probably one of the worst conditioners I have ever tried. I think the like $2 conditioners actually condition my hair better than this does. I've still got half of the bottle of this left, and anyone who knows me knows that if I throw out a bottle of conditioner before it's even empty, then that means it's pretty bad. This didn't even really hydrate my hair at all, meaning it didn't even repair my hair. I double conditioned with this, and I would use this with my hair mask, and it did not make my hair nice at all. I have another product for my hair, and it's not bad. I used it last night. I've used it several times before, and it's not bad. I just like the other one better. So this is the Kmart coconut oil spray for your hair. Now this smells like the most amazing, delicious, like sugary sweet coconut dessert that I've ever had. This is probably the best smelling thing I've had in my life. And I don't like the smell of coconut, but this one's really good. So this basically is like a coconut oil spray for your hair. And I use a spray oil like this once I've blow dried my hair. It just sort of adds the moisture back to it that my hair tends to lose when I blow dry it. And I either use this one or the argan oil one. The argan oil one I have found is nearly 10 times better than this. This one is still amazing to use. I would definitely repurchase it, but the argan oil one is just so much better. I have a foundation here, and it's one that I have been using for years and years because it's one of the only ones I can just walk in, buy it, and use it color-wise, and it is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. This is in the color 110 Porcelain, and I don't know what has happened to my face. I don't know if it's because it's winter or what, but this just does not look nice on my face at all. I thought that my bottle was off, so I actually went and bought another bottle as well, and it's not. They're both doing the exact same thing. Basically, I only ever apply this with a sponge. With a brush, it's too streaky, but it goes patchy on my face. It looks really heavy when it never used to, and I use the smallest amount of this because it is decent coverage on me. And it just doesn't look nice on my face at all. It goes really patchy. It almost looks like I've stippled it on, like even though I apply it with a sponge, it looks like you can see the little bumps and the holes, like where when I lift the sponge up. It's hard to describe, but this no longer looks nice on my face. I actually have a high-end product here, and it's the Anastasia Dip Brow in Blonde. Now, it's not the actual product that I don't like, because these dip brows are my favourite thing ever. It's more of the fact that I have had to buy like 5 of them to make them match. So I originally bought the colour Auburn, and then I dyed my hair that purple so the colour chocolate matched. And then that colour started coming out, so I bought warm brown, and then now my hair is too light and not as red anymore, so I bought blonde, thinking that I could even mix the two, and then warm brown just dried out. I thought I could use this and then just put a bit of a powder over the top to make it slightly darker, but this is too light for me to be able to use. I do use it and it does work, but it takes me so much longer to do my brows when I use this versus my e.l.f. brow kit. This I have just, no matter how, it must be because it's so new, like it's a newer tub. I've only opened it for like 2 weeks. It must be because it's that, but no matter how little I put on my brush, it looks like it's caked into my brows. It just doesn't look nice. I can't seem to get a nice like tail with it. I have to clean it up so much with concealer and then the powder because it cakes into my brows. I can't really keep dipping my other brush into the powder and putting it on because this cakes onto the brush. It just takes so long for me to do my brows with this because I have to use so much powder to make it set and to fake the hairs and to make it darker. It's basically just not even worth it, so I do kind of regret buying this. And the last product that I didn't like, it's not really that I don't like it. It's more that I paid an extreme amount for it and I don't think it's worth the price. It is the Farsali Volcanic Elixir Face Oil. I haven't really shown this on my channel at all because the nights that I use this I forget, like it's nights I'm not filming. So I bought this to mix in with my moisturizers because it's winter and my face is getting a bit drier, and I thought instead of going out and trying to find a moisturizer that is hydrating but it's not going to send me too oily, I thought I'll just mix a little bit of this in with it and it'll be fine. And it's nice. I love mixing it in with my moisturizers and it really hydrates my face, but I just don't think it's worth the extreme amount of $80. The container of mine leaks, so even if I knock it over accidentally, I can't really wait. I have to pick it up because otherwise it just leaks, and no matter how much I've cleaned this bottle, it always just leaks a bit. But I just don't think this is worth the extreme amount of $80. For $80, I would expect to get something that smells a bit better. To me, it smells like tea and honey, which is okay, but like moldy and musty. And the oil's nice. It's a bit thicker, which I find is okay because it mixes in with my moisturizer. But like I said, I just don't think this lives up to the $80 price tag. My mum has a $9 face oil from Kmart that I have tried a couple of times in with my moisturizer when she's not here, and it works just the same, if not better, than this. Okay, so that is it for the things I didn't like. I'm now going to move on to the things that I have loved, and I will start with the newer items, and then I will move on to the few things I've had for a while that I've just rediscovered or that are seasonal favorites or whatever. So here we go. I actually have a hand cream, and I have been obsessed with hand creams. I have them everywhere. This is the one I keep in my handbag, but the smell is amazing. This is the Lacura, so the Aldi brand opulent hand cream, cocoa and peach, and oh my gosh, it smells absolutely amazing. So this is probably the best smelling hand cream I've ever used. I used to search out for ones that are rose scented because I love rose, but this, oh, it smells so heavenly. I can't even describe what I like. It's sweet, but at the same time it's almost floral, but it's also fruity, and oh, it is so nice. And the formula is really nice too. The bottle's really cute, but it's more the scent. It's just insanely beautiful. I have found my absolute all-time favorite hair oil. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the one I will repurchase every day for the rest of my life. or until something better comes along. It is the L'Oreal Elvive Extraordinary Oil Beautifying Treatment. This is not the coconut based one, this is the Six Precious Flower Oils one, and holy moly, this has changed my hair. I've used this about 5 times now and I am in love. It's in a glass bottle, a heavy glass bottle, which kind of worries me a bit if I drop it or something. That's why I do most of my hair treatments and stuff in here, in my room, because I have carpet, so if I drop things they're not as likely to break. But this is beautiful. I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of a thinner consistency, so almost like the Garnier oil I love, but this is just hydrating, soothing. It is just beautiful. I mainly just use a hair oil for hydration, but I just thought I would try this one day a few weeks ago because it was on sale. I was in need of a hair oil, so I grabbed this one and I'm in love. It's just perfect. It is a thin enough consistency that a little bit goes a long way, but it really hydrates my hair. I can let my hair air dry with this, and when I let my hair air dry, it doesn't go crepey and crunchy or just dry like it used to with all my other oils. I have a new moisturizer that I really love, and it is the Simple Kind to Skin Light Hydrating Moisturizer. I have heard amazing things about this for oily skin, so I decided to pick it up instead of my normal Clean and Clear moisturizer, and I have to say they are both neck and neck, because with the Clean and Clear one I can just put it on and then put makeup on over the top a couple of minutes later and it's fine. This one soaks in a little bit too much, so I need to use a primer on my face, particularly something that's slightly more nourishing, so say Laura Mercier or even the Nivea Shave Balm, something like that, because otherwise my foundation can tend to look a bit dry on my face. But this, it controls my oil, it hydrates my face goes super soft, it doesn't burn. Sometimes I've had moisturizers, believe it or not, that have burnt my face, and I just really like it, and it doesn't have a scent at all. It's just amazing. There are so many new things this time, and I have a new face mask. This is the L'Oreal Pure Clay Mask. It is the Purify and Mattify one, so obviously the green one. And I have used this 3 times, and I know that, yes, okay, I've only used it 3 times. I haven't been using it long term, but in order to just put it in a monthly favorites, it is amazing. I absolutely love this. The fact that it's in a heavy glass jar, again, similar to my hair oil, it's a little bit iffy for me, but I love this one even more than I loved my Aldi clay face mask, and I didn't think that was possible. This one, a little bit goes such a long way, but it really actually cleanses my face. So I always, before I put this on, I will either get a washcloth or I will just rinse my face with some warm water, like all the face cloth, and let it sit over my face. I let it open my pores up, and then I get another one and I dry my face and I put this on. So my pores are opened when I put this on. I don't know if it's the right thing to do or not, but that's what works for me. And then once this starts to dry, and once I rinse it off, it cleans out my pores. My blackheads on my nose and things have almost disappeared in 3 times after using this. My pores actually look smaller since I've been using this. It doesn't upset the texture on my face. It does, okay, send me a little bit dry, like really dry that night when I use it. So after using this, that is usually when I will mix in the Farsali Face Oil with my lotion, because it adds the extra hydration and like plumps my face up again. So once I've used this, my face is usually scaly and almost peeling, but oh, the next few days afterwards, my skin is beautiful. This one doesn't bring my pimples to the surface. My Aldi one actually did that. If I had a couple of blind ones, or I felt like some of my scars were flaring up, I'd put the Aldi mask on, and then it would, over the next day or 2, almost bring them to the surface so I could get rid of them. This one actually almost treats them, makes them disappear, but it doesn't burn my face, and it's just, it washes off so easy. I just need to use a really thin layer on my face, particularly while it's winter, but it is beautiful. This is almost like a gummy texture. I actually have 2 new bronzers and they are both affordable. Yes, they're affordable. I am a big one for buying high-end bronzers, but I was looking through my stuff and realized I don't have affordable bronzers that I like in order to use it if I wanted to do an all affordable look or something like that, or something I can just keep repurchasing so I can use these on a day-to-day basis and save my high-end ones now for more special occasions, particularly seeing as I have had really big dents in the pans. And the first one is just this Maybelline Fit Me bronzer. I just bought this because it was on sale for $7.50 when normally these are like nearly $20, I think. But this is apparently in the color medium, but I really like this. This is the bronzer I am wearing today, and I like this one because it's more of a golden shimmery tone, and this is nice when I want a slightly less coverage look or not as heavy bronze. So today I want the all the effect to be on my eyes and my lips, so I just use this as my bronzer. Or if I want a really glowy look, or just a lighter bronzer in general, this is the one I go for these days, and I actually really like it. It blends well on my face, it looks really nice. It's a little bit orange, I have to be a bit careful otherwise I can go overboard with it. I'd say the colour is very similar to the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil, but this is slightly more golden because it's got the shimmer in it. My other one is the Rimmel Sun Shimmer Bronzer in Medium Matte. Now this is a matte bronzer. I don't have an affordable bronzer that's properly matte. I do, it's from Chi Chi, but it's in my great big palette and I don't always want to be getting that out. But I'm obsessed with this on my eyes and my face. I have used this quite a lot. If you can see, some of the sun pattern over here has been slowly going away, but this is a gorgeous bronzer. It is slightly more of a red undertone than the other bronzer. That one's more gold. This is almost red and tan, but it's matte. And I bought this one day about 3 weeks ago. So this is normally $14, $15, possibly $17 something, and I got it for $3.60. So I was really happy with it, but I really like it in my eyes. I like it on my face. I can go a little bit overboard with this and make it look like, you know, 2009 where flawless skin and just overdone bronzer, but it's really nice. It blends really well on my face. It's really matte. It blends well in my eyes for my eyeshadow, and I was really impressed with it. So I have a new eye cream, and this is from Sukin, which is an amazing brand here. They have no sulfates, no fragrances, no animal derivatives, no detergents, no propylene glycol, artificial colours, mineral oils, EDTA. They are Australian owned and made, vegan, carbon neutral, and they are cruelty free. So this brand is just amazing. They have an entire charcoal range I'm really interested in, but their stuff, this eye cream, no, but their other stuff comes in really small bottles, so I'm not as all for it at the moment. But I tried this eye cream. It was on sale at Coles because I really needed a new eye cream, and I really like it. It's in a giant 30ml bottle, and such a little bit goes such a long way that this is going to last me forever. It's in a glass bottle with a pump, but it really hydrates underneath my eyes. It makes me look really nice. It hasn't helped with my concealer creasing and things like that. My concealer always creases. That is why you see I often blend my eyeshadow so far down. It's so you can't see the creases. I find that these days I can't really just have my foundation routine and like mascara on. I can't really do that because, but this has helped with like the little bumpy textures that I had under my eyes. It has stopped my eyelids from drying out and things like that. So that's why I really like it. Such a little bit goes such a long way, and it's really, really nice. I have a new set of eye makeup brushes. I just used these recently in my Get Ready With Me, then using new products one. I will actually link that video down below. I had bought these to use at my dad's house, and I just decided to use them here to see if they were okay, because I wasn't going to just take them there and try to use them one day and be like, oh, they don't work. but these do work really, really well, and I absolutely love them. And they're black and rose gold because I was going to take them to my dad's. I'm going to order another set as well to keep here because I'm absolutely in love with these. They are slightly shorter than most brushes that I own, so I find I have a little bit more control, but these work really, really well. They make it so easy for me to do a more detailed eye look. This great big fluffy blending brush is perfect. It's got 3 like smaller blending brushes. I can't find the other one. It's got 3 like smaller blending brushes, and it's got these like little angled ones, which I use these for my brow bone highlights. It's got this really small one, which I actually use as like my eye primer, like to cut my crease and things like that. I tried to do like a halo cut crease today, but the eyeshadow that I put in the center of my lid is like transferring everywhere. I think I needed like a glitter primer for it. It's just a normal shimmery shadow, but it's a really cheap one, and it's like transferring everywhere, so the lines aren't as neat. But when I first did it, it looked beautiful, but it's kind of transferred everywhere. But this brush makes a cut crease and things like that so easy. The rest of them is fantastic. I absolutely love them. There's one that I left in my drawer, and it's a smaller brush, and it's like the angled one, but it's just cut straight. It's just a straight cut brush, and I love that for smoky eyeliner. I have tried so many of my smaller brushes. I have tried like pencil brushes like this, I've tried denser ones, I have tried little eyeshadow ones like this, but that flat cut one is the best damn thing for me to use for smoky eyeliner. I have been obsessed with this smoky, like not winged, but just smoky eyeliner on my lower lash line. I think it looks, my upper lash line, sorry. I think it looks beautiful. Okay, so I have a new favorite liquid lipstick, and this is by Colourpop. It's an ultra matte lip, and it's called Midnight Snack. I had to put the sticker here because I could not read the one on the bottom. It was too small. But this is in the color Midnight Snack, and oh my god, I have used this so much already. They're starting to get like gaps in the product. I love the smell. I know so many people hate these ultra matte lips, but I find the more matte it is, the more it adheres to my lips, the more I can put up with it throughout the day. I finally opened the Lacura Minerals mascara that I've had, and who doesn't love rose gold? I love the packaging, and from the description when it was in the catalogue and looking at the packaging and everything, it really reminded me, and still does, of the L'Oreal Voluminous Million Lashes, except this one seems to be slightly more like waterproof, but the design of the actual shape of the tube, the brush, the way it performs on my eyes, it really, really, really reminds me of the L'Oreal Million Lashes. When I first started out with makeup and just was using that 4-draw pink thing, I went through about 3 or 4 tubes of that L'Oreal mascara. I loved it. To this day, I still like it. In my mind at the moment, I can't justify buying L'Oreal and Revlon because I'd rather spend an extra $5 and get a high-end product. But I just bought this because I love Aldi's mascaras. They have worked really well on me, and I really like this. It's super black. I only got like 3, it's like a triangle. I don't know if you can see there. And it's only got bristles here, here, and along the top. So I can't really use this on my lower lashes as easy because I have to line up where the bristles are. But it does look nice on my lower lashes. However, I use this in conjunction with my Urban Decay Perversion mascara. I'll put a couple of layers of this on, and while that last layer is still drying, I'll comb through it with this, and it just separates my lashes, makes them look really nice. Or on an everyday look, I use this on its own, and it just looks so fluttery and beautiful, and it doesn't look like I've got mascara on. It looks like they are my natural lashes. I have also come to the conclusion that the Urban Decay Perversion mascara is one of my all-time favorites. I like this even more than I like the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I liked the Too Faced one, but I even have some Maybelline ones and things that work a lot better than that. So I would purchase the Too Faced one, but if I was going to buy it, personally for me, I'd probably buy the small size. I like it, but there's other ones I like better, and this is one of them. And I just tried the small version ages ago when I did one of my first high-end hauls, and I think in like 2015 I tried it, and the small size is great, but the big size is even better. And it's just black as hell. The brush has like bristles going absolutely everywhere, and the bristles are super, super soft. And it just combs through my lashes, and it can make them nice and natural if I wipe the bristles, or it can make them super bold. It is super black. These are what my lashes are at the moment. I didn't want to go too overboard today, but you can see I've tried to do the cut crease here too, but my eyeshadow's like transferring up, so it's blurring the line. But my lashes look amazing, I think. I will continue to repurchase the full sizes of this. At the moment, I'd probably buy the small ones because I don't have a huge amount of money. But this is definitely going to be one that's going to be continuously repurchased in the future. Alright, so now I'm going to move on to the products that I've had for a while. So that was a lot of new stuff. And this is the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. And now I've been using this since like October of 2015, I think. But I've finally opened a new one. I went through an entire one. I had the tiniest little lump left in my old one, but it was so dry that it was making my eyes look so dry and gross. And I finally opened a new one, and oh my god, I love it. I don't know if I've mentioned it in a previous favorites video or whatever, but this is my favorite highlighter combo of life at the moment. I'm not wearing it today. I actually just have a bit of champagne pop on my face. Here, all down my nose and my chin, my cupid's bow, and up this side. I'm a little bit oily here, but whatever. This is the Anastasia Starlight highlighter, and I love this on its own, but sometimes it can emphasize my texture a little bit too much, whereas for me the Mary Luminizer is just like that skin-like wet look, but this is often a bit too dark for me at the moment. It looks like just a pure stripe on my face. Mixing them together, I get the skin tone look and the skin like wet finish of this, and I get the white mixing in, and this almost has like a greeny yellow gold undertone, and just mixing them together, it is absolutely gorgeous. Like I mentioned earlier, I have actually rediscovered using my e.l.f. brow kit since I bought the pomade. Over the pomade I use the powder in this if I decide to use it, but I have just discovered this is so much easier to use than that freaking pomade. I don't even know why I stopped using it. I know why. It's because I plucked way too much hair off my brows, and even though I have almost no hair, it's because they just won't grow back. I have a hair all the way along them, but whatever. This I can get such a natural brow out of now that I know how to do my brows. I can get such a natural brow out of this. It is super easy to use. As you can see, I have used this quite a lot, and the thing that tells you that I like the product is I have one here and I have one at my dad's. Now, if I have one here and at my dad's, that's how you know I love the product. This Maybelline, what's it called? This Maybelline Color Drama lip pencil has been my go-to, like nude, for the whole month, pretty much. I have several of these, and I think they are fantastic. They're really lightweight, so I'd say they're perfect for travel. Also because they're in a pencil form, so you just take the lid off and use it. But they're like a satin finish, but they draw on super easy, nice and hydrating, and they're slightly glossy, but they don't bleed outside my lips. It's just a really nice formula. The thing that sort of makes me laugh at this though is this is the color Nude Perfection, and it is pretty much the exact same color as MAC's Velvet Teddy, but I don't like MAC's Velvet Teddy on me, the color, at all. But this, for some reason, I like, and it's pretty much a dupe. So that was my June favourites. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out my description box down below for the list of these products. So thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. All of the products that I mentioned will be in the description box down below, as well as my social media sites and things like that. The subscribe button's in the corner down there, so please go and hit that. It would be very much appreciated, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!